there would be no Trump 2. Yeah. Except for Joe Biden. Joe Biden was a historically bad president. He's going to go down in history as one of the worst presidents in the history of the United States. In the modern history of the United States, it's a running gun battle between him and Jimmy Carter. So we can easily say that he's now the worst living president of the United States. And I think that without him, none of this would have been possible. So we owe a big thank you to President Biden. With that, and I'm glad that we'll never have to say that again because he's not going to be president again. So that's going to be great. But I think that there's really three things that I've been thinking about today. One is the uniqueness of President Trump as a human and as a figure. It's just unbelievable. Like you get used to this stuff, covering it every day. We cover it every day. Trump, as you say, has become part of the normal political landscape. And then you see the image of President Trump coming out of the White House and getting into the motorcade to go to take the inaugural oath at the Capitol building behind us. And you think to yourself, man, this is unbelievable. Like the writing here is just insane. You have a person who came from literally nowhere in politics, like had never held office, to become president of the United States. He loses an election to Joe Biden in the most contentious election of our lifetime, without a doubt, between BLM riots and COVID and changing the rules and the insanity that followed. And then he comes all the way back to the presidency of the United States as a singular figure. There's nothing remotely like it in our lifetime. And then you think about the American people and what the American people have said here is that they are tired of the fake normality provided by the Democratic Party. We kept hearing all those. The pitch was always, Donald Trump is not normal. He's not a normal guy. He's super not. This is not normal. You kept hearing that during term one. And then you got Joe Biden, who's supposedly the most normal guy. He's so normal. He's like a normal politician who's super normal. And it turns out everything he did was not normal. Everything. His presidency was a sham because he wasn't even alive. His executive orders vastly exceeded the scope of his office. The policies that he pursued were disastrous for the United States, both at home and abroad. In his waning hours, he pardoned a bunch of people with blanket pardons that he couldn't. It's nothing like nothing we've ever seen.
For crimes they are not accused of.
He tried to add a constitutional amendment 72 hours ago by presidential fiat. And then they say that he's Captain Normalcy. The American people said, you know what? We're tired of the illusion of normal. We just want normal. So President Trump is supposed to, in his speech today, talk about the power of common sense. This is supposed to be the theme of his speech. It's going to be a common sense. That's all we're asking for. That's all we're asking for. Even like I'm a conservative. I wish you were more conservative. He isn't. He's commonsensical and utilitarian. And guess what? That's what the American people want. They want common sense, utilitarian, pragmatist, winning first president.